So hello everyone, in this video I'll be telling you how you can generate output to the screen by using different JavaScript functions and methods. So let's start this lesson. Generating output in JavaScript means actually that how you can use your code to show some output to the screen of the user or to anywhere which you want to use. So like there are certain situations in which you may need to generate output from your JavaScript code. For example, you might want to see the value of variable or write a message to browser console to help you debug an issue in your running JavaScript code. If you have if you are facing some problems, so you want to show some error messages or you want to give some response to the user, at that time output is very necessary. So that we'll be doing in this lesson. Also in JavaScript there are several different ways of generating output, including writing output to the browser window or browser console. Browser window, we have already seen that, document.write. That is one method to write something onto the browser window, and there is one more, browser console output is also there, where we can show the uh, output inside the browser console, where we were seeing the errors last time I shown you, like what is a browser console. So displaying output in dialog boxes is one more method that we can use. We can like in the previous video I have shown you like alert method. So that is one way to show dialog box or a pop-up message. Writing output into an HTML element. Also, you can show output into an HTML element like in H1 or in p tag or anywhere you want. So you can also show your output inside the HTML elements. So let's see each of them. So first of all, one method is there which is console.log. This you can use for showing the output to the browser console. We'll be doing this practically. Let's understand the basic term. So you just need to write this console.log, and whatever you will write in this brackets, that will be printed out inside the browser console. So basically we do this for writing or checking some block of code that whether this part is working or not, and for sure giving us a necessary or important messages. So this will not be printed out to the user can only see this when he goes to the browser console. Also you can show output into alert boxes, which I have shown you earlier. So you just have to write this alert function, and then inside that you can write anything which you want to show inside the dialog box of that alert, so that will be visible. So this alert function you can write, and after that you can write the document.write function, which we are seeing since earlier. So this document.write will write the content on the screen or the browser window. We can also use this Getelementbyid. This is a DOM method, so we use this by using document.getElementById, and we pass the ID of an element in which we want to show some data, and then we access this .innerHTML property, and then we assign some value to it. Then inside this a result which is having this ID, inside this we'll be seeing our data. So we'll be doing that practically. So this inner HTML will be the property which will assign some data inside these p tag or p element. So this is what it, or like what is this method GetElementbyId. So let's do that in practical way. So let me just go to the other place, which is Visual Studio Code, and inside that I'll be showing you all the methods. So let me just remove this out. I can also use this variables and directly write that. For example, document.write, we are seeing that from earlier. So let me just write hello there. So if I see that, I can see hello is already there. And also if I write console.log, so you will see this in the console. So hello from console. So let me just see that. We can see hello from console here inside the console. So here we basically this console, in here we can write any command if you want to write. So I can also write some document.write here and execute some code. For example, var name equals hello world, anything, and then I can use that name. You can see that we can also write some JavaScript inside the console. You can see hello world is printed out. So this is a very good way to use console when you want to some inline code you want to execute, then you can use that. So basically we work with the HTML files and JavaScript files, so we'll be doing this way. So this is console.log, also the other method which was alert, so we'll be doing that also. So in alert you will just write something similarly, hello from alert. Let me just write that, and if I do that, then you can see this pop-up message which we have already seen earlier. So this came and it is showing us hello from alert, which we have passed inside this function in double quotes. You can also pass some variables without the double quotes. Variable names you can also pass. The variable value will be shown to the places where we are writing. Also the last method, which is document.Getelementbyid, will be doing that. For doing that, you have to assign some ID or to that element on which you want to show your data. So let me just write ID, and let me just write heading or anything you want. So I have added heading ID to this element, which is h1 heading 1. I want to show something, and instead of hi JavaScript, I want to show some other thing inside this. So let me just write document dot get element by ID. What this function will do is it will grab that element which is having this ID heading inside our body, and then we can assign the value by using innerHTML. And then if I pass innerHTML to hello JS or anything, so that will be changed. Let me just refresh that. Let me just remove this alert first. If I remove this, so you can see that hello JS is there, and we have executed this code by using this document.getElementById. This is actually a DOM function or a DOM method we use for accessing the elements inside our body. So we are accessing this h1, and we are changing the content inside h1 by using this innerHTML method. We can write any HTML code, like you can write inside that, for example, if it is a div, so it will be executed normally, right? So it is executing a normal hello.js because it is not a heading now. But if I want to make it a heading, so I can also pass it as like this, close h1. I can also pass like this. That's why it is called innerHTML, because we can pass some HTML code inside this div also. So if I want to show something, so show some HTML code, I can pass that out. So I want JS to be smaller, so I can use that also. Small HTML I'm using small tag. If I inspect this element, you will be seeing that HTML part also. You can see that in the heading element, in the ID heading element, which is normally a div, inside that there is h1, and inside that this hello is there, and inside that small tag is there. We have passed this by using innerHTML method of GetElementbyId. So this is how we print to the screen and do different kind of output in JavaScript. So this is I wanted to tell you. Let's meet in the another video with an exciting topic, and thank you for watching the video.